Hello and welcome to the latest of these thoughts while I'm walking the dog. Today we ask, what kind of correction can we expect from Bitcoin in 2021? Because there will be one, there always is. Now 2016 and 2017 were extraordinary couple of years for crypto and investors. Bitcoin went from $350 to $20,000. Ethereum, meanwhile, went up over 1,000 times from $1 to $1,400. And some obscure altcoin that neither you nor I have ever heard of and never will went up by even more. The gains were extraordinary. Now, it's easy to say now in hindsight, but we will probably never again in our lifetimes see such an opportunity to make that much money that quickly. And then it crashed. From high to low, Bitcoin fell about 85%, and Bitcoin was one of the better performers. Ethereum fell around 95%, and as for those obscure altcoins, I'm not entirely sure many of them even exist anymore. And the unravelling took less than a year. Now, it's easy to say now in hindsight, but we will probably never again in our lifetimes see such an opportunity to lose that much money that quickly. We tend to think of manic depressives as people who are depressed all the time. In fact, they're prone to wild mood swings, periods of extended elation followed by periods of depression. Bipolar is the term psychologists now use, and crypto is probably the most manic investment sector ever known. It really is bipolar. But here's the thing. Even though Bitcoin fell by 85% in 2018, the price at which it landed, 3,500 give or take, was still 10 times higher than where it was at the beginning of 2016. 10 times your money in a couple of years is pretty good going, I'd say. Sorry about the wind, it's a windy day. Ethereum's landing point was 100 times higher. 100 baggers don't come along very often. And as for the obscure altcoins, some of them are still there doing great, although many have disappeared. And to Bitcoin veterans, or OGs as they're known, original gangsters, the crash of 2018 was nothing new. Though the crash got a lot of coverage in the mainstream media, it was just another crypto winter, and these bear markets come along quite frequently. 2018 was maybe the 7th correction of 70% or more since the first Bitcoins were mined 12 years ago. Each correction, however, goes back to a level higher than where the previous bull market began. And this is why crypto culture has developed the ethos of hodling. Back in 2014, during another crypto winter, an investor was expressing his frustration at the state of the markets on a chat board, but nevertheless declared that he would hold on through. And in his passion, he misspelled hold as hodl, but to show his strength of mind, he refused to go back and correct the typo. And so did the idea of hodling catch on. And even the most brilliant trader in the world with the most powerful computer trading algorithms would struggle to outperform the simple trading strategy of hodling crypto. Buying and holding in a bull market works. And over the longer term, even with these biennial 70% plus corrections, crypto is in an extraordinary bull market. Bitcoin is a new technology. New technologies, whether .com or groovy electric cars or 3D printing or trains in the 19th century, always seem to attract investment manias. But crypto is a new technology whose function is to be money. It's about as bubbly, as manic an investment class as you could ever design. So we've just been through, or we're going through, one of those periods of elation at the moment, from the corona crash of March 2020 to its highs now at $50,000. Bitcoin has gone from $4,000 to $50,000. Ethereum's gone from $100 to $1,800. And I don't even know what the latest altcoin is called to look it up. So are we in line for another crypto winter in 2021? I wish my foresight was as good as my hindsight. But I can say this. In the crypto bull market of 2016, Bitcoin had at least 8 pullbacks in the 30% region. And I would say in this one, we've so far only had 2, and that included the March Corona panic. Volatility is the norm, it's not the exception in crypto. And we'll probably see at least 3 more 30% corrections this year. But Bitcoin will still end the year higher than where it began. And if we get one of those monster 70% plus corrections, well, that will mean one of 2 things. Either crypto will have gone through one of its monster bull markets first, so the falls will come from much higher levels, or there will have been one of those great liquidity panics that occasionally come around, such as we saw with Corona in March, or both. Now, there's no doubt that at $50,000, $51,000, Bitcoin is overheated, but it's Bitcoin. It frequently boils over, and hot in Bitcoin is equivalent to lukewarm elsewhere. I'm being heckled by my dog. And I don't think we've had quite enough heat yet to warrant a correction of the scale of 2018. That's just one man's opinion. You might think differently. Shh, Frodo! And the best way to deal with this repeatedly has been proven to allocate whatever portion of your portfolio you want to crypto, if any at all, and then to hodl. Make sure the majority of that allocation is to Bitcoin, have a little Ethereum, and if you're feeling really racy, spice it up with a couple of altcoins, though heaven knows what they're called. Thanks very much for watching, ladies and gents. Sorry about the dog, sorry about the wind. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with another programme very soon.